Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to the Traitors, where we are here for an emergency podcast because the full cast lineup of the Celebrity Traitors UK Series 2 has just been announced.
Studio Larbert and the BBC just decided to dump it on a Saturday morning.
They did.
He's like, I want to lie in, thank you very much. I want to have a nice little nap. No. Studio Larbert and the BBC decide, no, you need to make content. And so here we are, we're living up to our dreams.
Here we are.
Our contractual obliged dreams. See, it's Saturday morning.
So
Exciting
the whole
times,
cast,
though.
21 people have been announced.
21 people. They said it's a longer series this time round. Last series was 10 episodes. My memory says, no, 9.
Yes.
9 or 10.
I have no idea.
And now they've said they're going to do a full 12 episode series. Sorry, I will get my brain in gear in a moment. And but the cast feels like it's not still like normally it's 24 people. You know what I mean? So obviously there's going to be a few twists. There's going to be a few turns. There's going to be a few moments that we don't know about that's going to happen.
Because it's a
series.
celebrity one.
Yes.
Obviously, the celebrities are taking a lot of time out of their tape. They don't want to go out episode 1. This happened last series. Every celebrity gets to do 2 episodes. So that's probably why.
They do. And also, hopefully it won't be because we see there's more. There's another content. What do they put them down? Content creator on the list.
You.
It's not. Sadly, it's not me. Again, it's a young person, so the youths will be on side with this one. King Kenny, never heard of him.
No, we're starting there, are we? King Kenny, yep.
But yes, no. I'm just saying, like this is the one I predict will be out in the first one because all the let's say main ones will be like kind of saying like, yeah, he's a bit of a trickster.
Yeah, the guy from
trickster.
series 1 didn't do well, did he? So
He
maybe
didn't,
they'll make King Kenny a traitor, so he can't go out. Who knows?
Well, this is what I was going to ask you. So we'll go through obviously the people one by one, but of the last series they went with 2 comedians and a singer as the traitors, the main traitors for the celebrity.
Jonathan Ross, comedian.
Interview. He's
as much of a comedian as John.
Yeah, but he makes jokes, doesn't he? Let's be honest. He's a Graham Norton comedian, let's say.
Presenter.
But a comic presenter, let's say. So he's got a chat show.
Okay.
But I would argue they leant toward the kind of like funny side when they looked at the traitors. This time, there's a few more serious people. There's comedians again, but do you think they're going to lean toward that again this time? Or do you think they're going to lean toward... Because everyone was a bit surprised that Stephen Fry wasn't put up as a traitor. And we've got some huge, big actors here. Like Richard E. Grant.
We've got a female Stephen Fry in.
Who's female Stephen Fry?
Hannah Fry.
Do you reckon?
She's got the brains. She's got the surname Fry. Female Stephen Fry.
Are you suggesting that Hannah Fry is the love child of Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie?
I'm suggesting right out of the bat, Professor Hannah Fry, traitor.
Do you think they're going to go for brains this time? No offense.
They went for no brains last time.
I was about to say no offense to Alan Carr, but he did a very good job. Let's be honest. But let's say straight away, there may be spoilers for the first series of Celebrity Traitors UK in this podcast. So, and you've got this far, we've already spoiled it.
This podcast is for the diehards, so they've watched it.
This is the fans, yeah. But also, people put their toe into the water with Celebrity Traitors. Hence why then the new series of Traitors did so well off the back of it. But yeah, so you're saying Professor Hannah Fry is going to be the first traitor.
Yeah, I can see her as a traitor.
I love her so much. She's so intelligent. She's so interesting. I love her TikTok. She talks about subject matters that anyone else was going to cover would be boring as hell, but not Hannah Fry. She's amazing. And she had that brilliant documentary about AI on the BBC as well.
She's had a good year. So Hannah. Being on Celebrity Traitors, it's a good stepping stone. So we start going through the actual contestants then, since that's why we're here.
Well, I was asking you about who you think will be the traitors from the contestants.
Hannah Fry.
Just Hannah Fry, a one-off. Will they do the secret traitor?
We need to go through them first before we start doing it.
I'm just so excited because this list is just amazing.
Well, these people don't know what the list is. Go. Who's on there? Right at the top.
I want to say the list is amazing. The BBC have done so well again. I was so worried that if they did it again at Celebrity Traitors, they would never get the same kind of caliber as they did with Series 1. It was like we were all amazed by how well the people they got in. And they've done it again. Right, okay, so the first one, and we're doing it alphabetically?
Yeah, go for it.
We do, okay, let me just scroll down my list here. So first of all then, we're starting with, not alphabetical, as we will start with Maya Jama. Maya Jama, she is a broadcaster and entrepreneur, is what they put her down as.
We know her. We know all of them, actually. She is from Glow Up. We know her from
the first couple of series of Glow Up, which we loved her on. That's the series with...
No, that was Stacey Dooley, the first couple. She does it now.
Oh, did Maya Jama do the series? Oh, so she didn't do the series of the...
No. But she does it now.
you're
She's had
watching the
a
video
career
podcast,
go
you'll
up,
know.
up.
Well, by the way, if you want to get in touch with us, you can go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2, where all of our podcasts are just as chaotic, but we get there in the end. And you can watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps. And if you are watching us, you can comment underneath the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us. And if you like the podcast, go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful and you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation. Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm sorry, we've got the stuff. And my name's Alex.
Right.
And
My
this is
name's
Ben.
yes.
Right.
Maya Jama.
Maya Jama.
She's one of the contestants.
I'm so excited. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. Can you tell?
Yes.
I've had a
I
coffee.
can.
Go.
She's going to be the Ekin-Su of the series.
Ekin Boo-Hoo-Hoo, the series, some might say. No, I think Maya Jama is much, much better than
No,
Ekin Su.
she's the Moira of American Traitors.
She is the Moira.
She's the Moira because she's from Love Island. She's presenting. She's doing all. She's going to be friends with everyone. I think she's going to be a possibility of a murder, episode 3 or 4, because she's just nice, friends with everyone. Yep, she's a faithful.
No, she's going to attach herself to a traitor. And she's going to ride it to the end, in my opinion. And then she's going to be... I feel like we're going to have echoes of a certain series of traitors where they get to the very end and they trust this person as definitely not being a traitor. And then they're like broken because they find out they are a traitor. This is another thing I'm wondering about these second series of Celebrity Traitors. Like, everyone was so nicey in the first series. Is this going to be a lot more kind of like broken? Are the celebrities going to be a bit more cutthroat? And
Well, that's how
harsh
Alan
with one
Carr
another?
got away with so much because just. Yeah, so
he laughed
people are
and said,
going to
"I'm a
know
traitor."
now, aren't they? It's series 2 of the Celebrity one. The celebs are going to go in knowing what to do. It's like Last One Laughing, series 2. They knew how not to laugh. On this one, they're going to know who to suspect.
This is
and
what
who
I'm
not
wondering.
to
Are the
suspect.
celebrities going to take it a lot more seriously this time round? Because I felt like it was a bit of a laugh and a joke for series 1, and now this is going to be very much more. Hang on, we're playing. Not to say that they didn't play the game, because they did play the game really well. That's what made the series so much fun to watch. But I don't know. I think this is going to be a much more serious series this time around. There's going to be a lot more muck thrown at one another. I want to see abuse. I want to see celebrities hate each other. I want to see them tear each other apart.
It's for
I wanna see
charity.
it. I don't care. Sometimes you just have to be. Look, we live in a world of cutthroat. Let the.
Listen, this isn't the Traitors US. This is the UK,
Well, it kind of is,
where
if
we
you think
play
about it, 'cause
things.
they're all
No,
celebrities.
we do things different in the UK.
No drag queens. No drag queens. Right, second celebrity. And I have to say, I adore this man. I've spoken on many occasions. I don't know how I've shoehorned it into the podcast or prior podcasts we've recorded, but his biography broke my heart. Richard E. Grant. I am so happy to see this man on this series. He is going to be brilliant.
He's good, isn't he?
Brilliant. He, for me, is the Stephen Fry of this series.
Is he the big? Well, I don't know. He's not the big booking, is he? There's one other,
With
which
No
is
and I. It's one of. It's a film. It's a television classic. It's a film classic.
never heard of it.
I'm disgraced that you don't know who
He's
Richard E. Grant is.
I do know who he is, but he's not like the big booking. Like, yeah, but he's the second biggest booking this series.
Oscar nominated.
No, there's
Richard
another
E.
one.
Grant.
No, there's another bigger one.
Oscar nominated Richard E. Grant. Is this next one your next big one? Do you think?
James Blunt.
He's beautiful.
Singer. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He can be quite funny.
He's very cutting on Twitter,
Yeah.
or X, whatever you want to call it.
I think he'll be good.
I think he could rip someone a new one very easily. I don't think we haven't said if we think they're going to be traitors or not. I don't think he will be a traitor.
No.
But Richard E. Grant, I think, would be a top traitor.
But I
He
think
would
he's the
be
one that people would
so-
suspect.
No, I don't think they will.
He's going to get blamed as being a traitor.
He's the Alan Carr. He's the everything that embodied the last series of traitors. Okay, I admit right on the back that I do love Richard E. Grant, and I think Richard E. Grant can be a lot of everything. But I just think he would be a brilliant traitor. I think he would fool everyone, and I would love to see him in that turret.
Remember, in
James-
this list, you can only have 3 traitors, so don't go too ahead of
it's
yourself.
fine. I'm not ahead of myself.
Don't say
He's-
everyone's a traitor, okay? That's
Well,
the rule of this podcast.
You said Hannah Fry so far,
yeah,
and I've said Richard E. Grant.
And I'm about to say it's my second.
Oh, go ahead.
My
We're
second
passing
traitor.
over James Blunt, by the way. But
James Blunt, singer. That's all he is.
he's
You're
ex-army as
beautiful.
well, so he knows kind of like
He'll be good in the
tactical
challenges.
stuff. He'd be excellent at the challenges.
He's got muscles.
He's got the body. He's got the brains.
Right, my next traitor, it may be reminiscence of Alan Carr, but Joe Lycett, comedian.
I think it'd be too obvious.
Yeah, but I think they're going to go for it. He'll be good in the turret. He's going to have lots of good bits to camera. He'll get found out early, But
Well, because
he's going to
people-
be good.
But again, I think people expect him to be a
Exactly.
traitor.
Mm.
So
Double
people
bluff.
will vote for him straight
Yeah.
away. But then that's really that's a shame for Joe Lycett, because I don't think he will be put down as a traitor
Okay.
unless the producers really want to get someone out early. Because again, last series they weren't able to get anyone out early very quickly. But I do think he's going to unfortunately be put in a position where everyone will
You're Alan Carr.
immediately think, you're a traitor. And it'll be even worse for Joe Lycett if he ends up in a situation where he is like one of these three is a traitor. No, you can nominate 3 people to be murdered and they'll be put in coffins, and you just know they'll go for Joe Lycett. And bless him, he'll spend the whole series fighting for his life, trying to prove to people.
I think he's going to be a good liar, though. So I think he'd be good as a traitor.
Why
I
do you
think
think he'll be good at
just
deceiving?
because he does a lot of like his show that he did, this consumer, like he said, do you know what I mean? Like the letters he used to send people and the annoying businesses, and like he can be very sort of.
I think he'd be a good
You
distraction.
can put a front on a lot.
Yeah, I think if he wasn't a traitor, the traitor should use him as a kind of distraction. I think he's one of those people that he would say one thing to someone and then say something to someone else. Do you know what I mean? And as a faithful, that's a dangerous faithful. That's a
Two-faced
bad
bitch.
faithful to keep in. So I believe that Joe Lycett will end up being either a very bad faithful or a very bad traitor.
I think he'll be good friends as well with Joanne McNally, by the way, who we talk about later. I think those two will be a good double.
But they're both from that neck of the woods as well, aren't they? Manchester or...
Yeah. Well, she's Irish, but
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else.
You're
I'm thinking of the
thinking
woman
someone
from
Corrie.
Corrie, yes. I think they'll be good friends.
okay.
We'll talk about them in a moment.
Speak of double acts,
Yes.
we got Rob Beckett and Romesh Raghunathan, who's in everything.
Very interesting they put them both together, isn't it? Because they've got a show
The
on
male
Sky.
dawn in French.
Yeah, they are. Well, I wouldn't give them that credit, but yeah, they do a show already together. So that's already an alliance, if you want to use a lack of a better term.
Split them up
that they
straight
can
away.
do together. But do you think one of them will be a traitor and one of them won't be a traitor, and that'll be done on purpose again?
If one of them are, they'll murder their other one straight away because they'll find it funny. I can guarantee they will do that. Guarantee if one of them is a traitor, the first night they'll be murdering the other one. They have to, because otherwise it's too dangerous.
Yeah, but is that too obvious then? It points the finger.
No, because they'll find it funny. But I'm surprised these two have time to do this, quite frankly, because they do about 1,000,001 shows a week.
But they're both on
And
Radio
10
2.
podcasts.
They've got quiz shows that they host.
I know.
You can find time to do the traitors, though. You said yourself, you're going to have 10 million eyes on you. 10 million people are going to be watching you doing this show.
One of them would have been fine. I'm a bit like, I don't particularly care that both of them on, so just get rid of one of them early doors, please. Probably Rob Beckett for me. Early doors out.
I suspect.
Yeah, Roman has grown on me since I've seen him on Last One Laughing.
Yeah, Roman Raghunathan.
Sorry, Rob, but you're out.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Also, Rob Beckett did a game show with
Lorraine Kelly.
Lorraine Kelly. You're quite right. Which
Yes.
again, I'm
About
surprised not
getting
to see
married.
Lorraine Kelly's name on this list.
Oh yeah.
I would have thought Lorraine Kelly would have been there.
Yeah, because Kate Garraway was there last. There's no sort of news. Oh, I guess there is news guy, but
We get the BBC News. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Strictly. They used to always have someone from Good Morning Britain or GMTV, didn't they, every year? And it feels like they've kind of dropped the.
Okay,
dropped the
so
baton
the
there.
next one's a big one. Bella Ramsey.
Yeah,
We know
wow.
them from Last of Us and Game of Thrones.
That's insane to me that they were able to get them.
Mm,
It's just
big name. She'll be good.
insane. I mean, yes, I think
They will
they
be
are a good name.
Me.
I think they will be really good. I'm on the fence of whether they would make them a traitor or not. I
Because
think-
of the role in Game of Thrones, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that they would link to their character in Game of Thrones, and they would be really.
But that's quite a big
conniving.
booking because they're filming Last of Us now, I think. They just started filming Last of Us.
Giving her a break.
Although the new series of Last of Us
Do you
is
know who
about
I
a
would have
different
loved to
character.
see though with Bella Ramsey?
Ian Bill?
No.
No. Pedro? Pascal?
Pedro.
He's far too busy.
He's not too busy for UK TV. I would have loved to see him.
BBC
doing
can't
this.
afford
Can you
him.
imagine if they put him on here? Pedro. Oh my God.
I don't think he's ever done a reality show, has he?
Then
You don't really see much of him.
he
He's kind
should
of a
start
mystery,
with the
isn't
Traitors
he?
UK.
He should.
He really should.
The next one makes sense now why he's suddenly back on EastEnders. I think
Yes.
this is a BBC golden contract thing. If you do this, we'll do this.
Yeah.
Ross Kemp.
Strictly after this.
wide household name in the UK, Ross Kemp. Maybe not elsewhere, but he's known as a soap actor, Grant Mitchell.
That's a bit unfair because he also
originally
did documentaries.
Yeah, since then he's had a much bigger career doing sort of tough man documentaries
and Bridge of Lies.
And now he hosts Bridge of Lies.
It's a game show of the century.
And now he's on. I think he's going to be quite good on the Traitors. I quite like Ross Kemp. He's quite nice.
I agree.
And lots of people kind of like weirdly respect and like him as well. So I think they'll listen to him. They won't vote him out. They'll trust him. I think it'll be interesting to see him in this.
He will be someone who they will rely on to help them try to find a traitor. He'll be the traitor hunter kind of character, I think, in this series.
Will he be good on missions? I mean, he's been walking around EastEnders this week, and he,
looking a bit constipated.
He's a bit stiff.
So I don't know. Looks like he's had a stick. No, I won't say that, but he does. Yeah, he does look a little bit stiff. Let's just say.
And his leather jacket. Shame Steve McFadden's not there as a double act.
Steve McFadden wouldn't in a million years.
Letitia Dean, she's free.
Tish Dean again.
Get her on there.
That's just written.
Me dear.
That's why they've not introduced her on.
She would be amazing on this.
She would be brilliant.
Next year.
Imagine her on the round table, just sat there with her hair.
And my Lil's out.
She'll be tapping the table like this as someone's talking to her. Oh man, Tish Dean, come on, Letitia.
You can do it. Series 3. The Price is Right.
It's the Traitors. Everyone enjoys it. Are they getting a flat contract on this, by the way?
Probably.
Last series, there was a flat payment for all of them, and they still did it. Bella Ramsey, though, what was it, 50 grand each?
It was 20. It was 20.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll be interested to see what the what their contracts
I think it will be flat fees again. It's fair. Right. One of Little Mix is here. Leanne Pinnock.
Yes.
Surprised it's not Jade. Jade has been like the sort of breakout star.
She's very busy.
Well, so is Ross Kemp. He's there.
you just said Bella Ramsey. Anyone else?
You just said you're never too busy for Traitors.
Leanne Pinnock hasn't got anything to promote yet, but I'm thinking whether there will be an album on the back of this.
Well, she's her solo career's all gone a bit weird. Like she's recorded albums, released singles, and then her record agency wouldn't let her release it. So there's been a big thing about her own music, and she's trying to do it independently. I don't know if she's got her album out yet, but this could maybe all tie in together.
I hope so. But on the front of it being on the Traitors, on the Traitors, I think we have our next traitor.
Oh, what do you think?
Yes, because she'll be the one that no one will suspect. Okay. Leanne Pinnock for me, and again, I think she'll be really good at forging friendships, and she'll be able to convince others.
And she can be quite innocent, like the way she looks and talks to people. She can be quite personable, innocent, make friends. Yeah, okay.
I agree. Big name again.
This is the biggest one. This is my number. This is the name of the series. I think.
Mind blown. But then again, this actor has done a lot of things on the BBC in the past. He did with David Tennant, that comedy show. When over lockdown, when they were they were playing.
I mean, I'm saying
themselves as characters.
He's the biggest name for me. I know his name personally. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything.
I've seen him in a few
things. It's the name. I know the name. Michael Sheen. It's like I know that's the name.
Yeah.
So in my head, that's the biggest name. I've not seen him in anything.
Big actor, big character. He's not kind of shy. So you know he's going to be very confident. I'm so excited to see how he reacts on the show. I wonder if he's a fan of the show. That's what I'm wondering. I wonder if he watches it
that's why he's doing it.
As maybe because there's a few characters. Yeah, there's a few characters, people on here who I think, do you know what you're getting yourself into? And I wonder if Michael Sheen quite knows what he's getting himself into here. But again, that kind of makes it even more fun because normally the ones who are like deers in headlights are the ones who are the most fun to watch and see literally break apart on the show. But yeah, no, really exciting to see Michael Sheen.
The next name is exciting as well. Miranda Hart. She's really well known in the UK. Outside of UK, maybe not, but she's
done a few films.
She has, and Call the Midwife. She's most known for her comedy Miranda, which was huge when it came out.
Yeah, really popular.
She's had a few books and things since. She's kind of taken a back seat to sort of showbiz and fame in the past few years because she's had like health issues and things. So yeah, this is her coming back to the limelight, I suppose. And I think she's kind of loved. She's funny. I think she's going to be good. I have high hopes that she's going to be good.
I think she'll be funny. I think she'll be a recruit.
Yeah.
She will be
She wouldn't be a good traitor.
She would.
No,
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think she'll be terrible.
No,
She'll be absolutely awful.
She's not good at hiding her emotions, hiding how she's feeling, hiding that she's stressed. Although it could, work for Alan Carr. Maybe it could work the same.
True.
Maybe, but I don't know.
The reason I think she'll be recruited by
Under
the Traitors,
interrogation, she would sweat.
well, the reason I think she'll be is because I think they would see her as an easy one to throw under the bus. But I'm hoping that there'll be like an episode where you see her fighting for her life a little bit, and it'll be like really exciting to watch her do that.
Also, in the celebrity one, the traitors kind of stick together, don't they? They're not really. It's not like the civilian ones. They kind of have fun with it, don't they?
Civilian one, they stuck together. But also on that note, I would argue that I think this is going to be a completely different. I think we shouldn't fall back on just casually thinking this is going to be the same as series one of the Celebrity Traitors. I think this is going to be a lot more. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot more of a fight in the players.
Yeah, I suppose as well because they know it's like the number one rated show in the UK by a lot. Maybe some of them are thinking actually this is like what Strictly used to be, or I'm a Sub used to. This can be career changing
it's a foot up on
if you're slightly unknown, which some of these are, or slightly have been out of the limelight a bit. This really is actually your agents are probably telling you. If you stick into, past halfway, this can be quite career changing for you at the moment. This is like the only show which is still, it's new and it's huge.
Look what it's done to Alan Carr. Let's be honest. He's
bought a castle.
He's bought a castle, but he was also quite well known anyway before he did The Traitors. But he's really, and also
in America as well.
I was about to say, don't forget this version is sold to America as well. It's on Peacock, and America have fallen in love with Alan Carr. They now talk about like a year ago, no one would have known who Alan Carr was in America. All of a sudden, he's now this name that people know. And I think Alan Carr's planning to do a tour in America now. So, it's not only
Disney Plus have got him.
Yes, there you go.
He's bought a castle and he's doing up a castle.
Would Disney Plus have given him a contract if it wasn't for Traitors? No, it wouldn't.
Exactly.
So you saying that this is what Strictly was in the UK? Yes, it is what Strictly was in the UK, or I'm a Celebrity was in the UK. But it's not just the UK. This could put people on the map in America, in Australia, in New Zealand. The celebrities know that, which is why, as I said earlier,
they're going to fight a bit more this time.
They'll fight a bit more. They want to make sure they stay in the game for longer.
James Blunt wants another hits number one song.
James Blonde, yes, exactly. And that's probably why they accept the £20,000 flat fee because BBC know that they can just say, yeah, but look, you can make so much more at the end of back of this. Right, this person,
yes,
I love her, but I think she's quite troubled. And that is Jerry Hall. But she's Jerry Hall. She married Rupert Murdoch.
Yes, and Mick Jagger. She do Strictly, didn't she?
To start with, yeah.
I'm sure she did Strictly. It was a bit of like a thing at the time that she was on there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's going to be one of those that hasn't really got the celebrity connections with these groups, so they're kind of.
Oh, I think people will know her, but she won't know them.
But like they won't have a loyalty to keep her in. You know what I mean? Like there's quite a few comedians on here who are all in like the same circle who maybe will quietly have each other's back to keep them in the show. I don't know if she has that.
What, like
same
the Housewives
rapport
in the American series?
Yes.
Are you suggesting that the comedians are going to stick together?
Yes.
And oh wow, that's an interesting twist on series 2.
And I just don't think
Traitors.
Jerry Hall has that link. So I think she's going to be one of those faithful who's kind of she's either just going to be forgotten and there to the end, or just an easy target to get rid of.
Arguably, Jerry Hall probably wouldn't be well known by younger viewers either. So the younger cast might not be that interested in keeping her in either. I don't think, going back to my past point of they might not really know what they're getting themselves into. I don't think Jerry Hall will know. I think she'll be aware of the Traitors, but she won't really know. She'll be the Valerie Cherish of the Traitors Celebrity UK.
Right.
That's what I believe.
Okay.
And so and which leads me to believe that she will be a traitor.
What do you think?
Yes, and she'll be the one. What was it in the Canadian series as well? That guy who was the wrestler, who was the Traitors, and he kept playing the game wrong all the time because he didn't know what the game was.
Yeah, it's like if Kate Garraway was a traitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I think Jerry Hall will be a traitor, and I think Jerry Hall will be absolutely awful, but for viewers it will make spot on television.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
So next up we've got actress Maya Hala, who is from Industry, which is a weird show. Industry, it's like been on for years, but like all of a sudden series 4 and 5 like became huge, And it's like, okay, BBC, where'd this come from? I say it's Kit Harington who jumped it up.
But do you know what I would say? Oh, sorry. Do you know what? Are you saying why the BBC would got her on the show?
Why?
Because BBC and HBO are very tight.
Okay.
And I've got a strange feeling that this is part of a contractual deal with HBO.
Okay.
So that's why. Because honestly, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I don't know her.
No, but I've not watched Industry, so
that's true.
Maybe it's my own fault.
But look, that's on
Can't
us.
know everyone.
That's entirely on us.
Who's Jerry Hall?
I know Jerry Hall. Do you know there's a video years ago? Do you remember a show called "It'll Be Alright on the Night"? And they used to show outtakes and stuff like that. And there was a video. I'm sure it was on that show years and years ago. And I've tried to look it on YouTube ever since, and I've never been able to find it. And it's Jerry Hall doing like a presenting job, hosting a show. And someone's talking in her earpiece, and every time someone talks in her earpiece, she stops and pauses and doesn't know what to do. And there's this one bit where she just goes, like that. And I've looked everywhere. So if anyone who's watching this or listening to this podcast knows where to find that clip of Jerry Hall basically not presenting really badly because someone's speaking to her in an earpiece, can you please send it to us on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2.
Maybe she should do Celebrity Apprentice instead and do the QVC challenge.
Jerry Hall would actually be amazing on Celebrity Apprentice, which is something we will also
She's
be
got the bigger
covering
booking. Next up is Sharon Rooney, who is an actress. We know her mainly from, she was in the first few series of Two Doors Down.
She was only in the first two.
Yeah, which was a Scottish comedy, which is amazing, by the way, and doesn't get enough. Although it's kind of having a resurgence recently, but like she's brilliant in that. And she's also she stars in My
So-Called Life.
It's like Big Fat Diary or something.
Oh, that's
something
My
like
Big
that.
Fat Diary.
Yeah.
And it's a show where it's a teenager from the 90s. Yes, I knew I remembered her from something around those lines. Yeah.
She's interesting because she had like a big moment where she was in lots of things, and then kind of I've not seen her very much recently. So maybe this is just another. I mean, I don't blame. This is a great gig for her to increase her profile.
Again, it could be linked to. I don't want to sound cynical, but it could be linked to something that after there's a show that she's filmed for the BBC, so that's why she's on there. Look, there's no denying that there's a few bookings on here who are BBC. Yeah, the BBC will always book BBC because they know it's somewhat an easier booking to get.
Yeah.
But again, I love Sharon Rooney, and I look forward to seeing her on the show.
I think she'll be quite funny as well. She'll be quite forthright. She won't hide behind saying things, I don't think.
Oh, I agree. I think she won't be backwards for coming forwards with accusation. So at the round table, Sharon will be fun to watch.
Professor Hannah Fry, then.
I love Hannah Fry.
She's been having a busy year. She's been doing lots of podcasts.
Oh, and rightly so.
She does all sorts.
You know, in a world of dumbing down,
misinformation,
yeah, there's Hannah Fry, and I love that she's just smashing walls, and
she's
the fact she's doing this makes me love her even more.
She's my winner this series.
Ooh, but as a traitor, because you said she was a traitor.
I really like Hannah Fry. I want her to do well in this, so it pushes her into the next level of her career because she deserves it. She's good.
She is good. She's lovely. And I would love to see how because she talks about human behavior as well on her podcast.
I wonder if people see her as a threat though.
Well, I think people will think that she's constantly analysing. So that, that could be potentially a threat to people. But I think Hannah's, again, I don't know her personally, but from the impression I get, I think she's very good at, because whenever she's doing interviews with people, and she can be quite confrontational sometimes, some of the things she says to them, like that AI documentary on BBC. She can sometimes be a bit, not dismissive, but a bit like, well, you do know what you're doing is dangerous. But she does it in such a way. She's a bit like Louis Theroux. She does it in such a way that you kind of give the answer and still love them.
Yeah, she's
for
quite
it.
personable, isn't she? Yeah.
Personable. Thank you for summing that up in a word.
It's okay.
Ben the Human Dictionary.
Who's next?
Yeah, he's leaving the BBC, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah, he's dropped. I don't think he's doing BBC News anymore. Anyway, Amal Rajan.
Did he used to do Newsround? Am I being mistaken?
No,
what did
you're
he used to do
thinking
when
of
he
the
was
guy
younger?
on Channel 4 News. He's basically works on BBC
I know
News.
him from some Top of the Pop. No, what did he used to do? Like, what did he used to do? I know him from something.
BBC News to Top of the Pop.
Because he has like a really big job in the BBC now, doesn't he?
Wait,
Or
he does
did.
a podcast, and he used to be remember when they did the last general election and they had a fact checker? He was a fact checker for the BBC News as well. But no, he's just kind of like an interviewer for BBC News.
Oh, I remember him from something, but he's just got a huge Oh, he was in Industry, by the way. So maybe he knows the other actress.
Oh, okay, that's
There
interesting.
you go.
Yeah,
I don't know what his role is.
He's a news person. University Challenge, is that what you know him from?
Yes, that's
Host
it.
of
That's what he
University
does now.
Challenge.
But what did he write at the beginning? The right stuff? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where I know
Really
him from.
doesn't
But
matter.
he's a face you know in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know him outside the UK, really.
But again, this is look. I said earlier that this is going to be sold around the world, but this is still first and foremost the UK Celebrity Traitors. It's not the world Celebrity Traitors.
But I'm just letting people know who we have a wide audience here from around the world, so we need to let them know.
He's a newscaster. He hosts a show called University Challenge, which is a game show where they have universities face one another in the UK. And you know, he's a household name, I'd arguably say, in the UK. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't have an opinion on whether he'll be one thing or the next. I fear he will be an early exit.
Oh, do you think?
Yes,
An easy early one.
Okay. I don't think he'll do excellently.
Right, so we've got some comedians coming up now. So James Acaster.
I love James Acaster.
This picture I'm looking at him does not look like James Acaster.
No, he looks
really hot. What's happened here?
Yes, he looks hot and adult. He normally got quite a baby face, hasn't he?
What's going on here with James Acaster?
Got a little bit stubborn.
Who's
you just want to do it.
I'm going to book him in. James Acaster is a very sort of dry comedian.
He's a commentative comedian.
And he doesn't take any shit either. Like,
no.
he says what he thinks and doesn't really care. And there's been, because he's on a few podcasts and there's been a few times where he said stuff about popular people and he doesn't care. He says it like it is.
And his political views are very outspoken as well.
Yeah, very woke. If you want to boil it down to that. Although I didn't know he was hot now. So
well, there you go. So now you do.
Interesting, isn't it, for everyone?
I agree with you. I think around the round table he'll be fun. I think he'll be absolutely atrocious at the tasks, and I think he'll be really good at finding traitors. But I don't think anyone will take him seriously. He's going to be that character.
Yeah, and he'll probably be right as well. Be correct.
He's going to be really good at spotting the traitors. He's going to be correct, but no one's going to listen to him. Be it because he's made one mistake around the round table, or that people will just dismiss him as James Acaster, and they'll just be like, "No,
who's hot now?
Who's now hot?"
In that one photo that I'm looking at.
Yes.
Joanne McNally is also a comedian. We know her from Taskmaster. She also did a few BBC Sounds podcasts recently, series where she was investigating if Avril Lavigne really is Avril Lavigne.
Yes.
She was investigating the dark side of Furbies.
Yes. This is a good podcast, by the way. It's very tongue-in-cheek, that podcast.
She's really good at... She's just good on TV. She's good at giving sound bites. She's going to be... A lot of her moments are going to be bits to camera where she's commenting on others and it's going to be funny. She's going to be a good one just to stick around. Faithful.
Well, you've only named one traitor so far. I've named my three.
Hannah Fry.
I've named my three already.
Hannah Fry.
Well, hang on. We've still got two more to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think who else I'm doing.
So this is the person I said that Joe
James
Lycett.
Acaster is my second one then.
Joe Lycett. No.
Well, you can't tell me what to do.
Well,
you ain't my mother.
Didn't you say Joe Lycett would be a traitor? So they're your three.
Oh, okay.
So two comedians. So you've done the two comedians
him.
again.
Okay, not James Acaster.
Yeah.
I'm holding back.
Julie
Who's next?
Hesmond.
Julie from Corrie.
Julie from Corrie. I apologise for not being able to pronounce your surname. It's all me, not you.
She's a well-known actress in the UK. Everyone knows her.
She's a big-time LGBTQ ally.
She is
as well.
Will she be voting them out? Who knows?
She'll be voting off the gays one by one. then they'll see her true colours. I think she'll get on really well with Joe Lycett because they're both from the same neck of woods. I think she'll be really funny. She's a hun. She's a hun. What's the actress from series 1 and she farted?
Oh, Celia.
Yeah, that's
Imran.
Series 2 Celia. If we're going to base it down to the most basic, season 2. That'll be our Julie.
I like Julie. She's
same.
Again, she's just another really good booking. The next one's a bit of slightly an odd one. Sebastian Croft, who was in series 1 and a bit of series 2 of Heartstopper.
Heartstopper, wasn't it?
No, because he's like the villain and he left, didn't he? And he's been doing loads of theatre since in his career.
Wasn't he the villain who was secretly gay? Because you can't be in Heartstopper.
Yeah, and then
he
moved to a different school or something. It was like a really weird.
I can say that because I'm gay. Yes, that's right.
So yeah, sort of a random book. Like there was no rumours. He's not particularly particularly well known from like. There's so many people in Heartstopper who you'd pick before him, so it's like an odd one. But
I noticed that they say musician next to his name, so I again feel like that some kind of boost to his public image will be used for this.
We like him,
but no, not bad.
I just don't know much about him.
Look, there's not one bad name. There might be people I don't know as well as others, but as I've said already at the top of the podcast, this is an outstanding cast. I mean, this is, and you guaranteed you're going to get some people put on their who on like the list and say, "Oh, yet again, Z list."
No, it's not a Z list.
So what do you honestly think you're going to book on a reality TV show in the UK? Genuinely, who do you think they're going to book?
Also, none of these are
on a
Z
reality
list.
show?
Like you couldn't,
No.
like not one of them is. I mean, maybe the last one who we need to talk about, who we
King
don't
Kenny.
know, King Kenny, who's a YouTuber, but that's not Z list.
I
Like,
wouldn't say
YouTubers
Z-
have a big audience than Joe Lycett.
I think
Jerry
a lot of YouTubers are better paid than some people on television.
That's why they all try and go there.
That's right. Don't forget to sponsor us.
So King Kenny is the last one. He's a prankster, which the YouTube guy from last, I can't remember his name, Shades guy, last year, he was a prankster, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So it's a prankster again, and he's doing boxing and just general YouTube things.
Shenanigans.
Again, is he going to suffer the same issue that the guy from last year had, where he doesn't have these celebrity connections to sort of keep you in past the beginning? I don't know.
Well, which then leads me quite neatly to, are they going to do a Secret Traitor on this series?
Oh, God.
And if they do, King Kenny will be it. Because the BBC will want...
I don't think they'll do Secret Traitor. Haven't the
If
people
they
who...
do,
I
they-
think the people who
King
made
Kenny
it
will be
after
it.
it came out of the Secret Traitor, didn't they say, that was a one-time thing? I think they've said. They're like, we're not planning to redo that. So I
Yeah,
think they've quietly dismissed.
I don't think it went down as well as they hoped it would.
But what the thing is...
they gave the fans what they wanted, and then the
Exactly.
fans were like, we didn't want
And
this.
what it does is mean that there could be a Secret Traitor. So all of these contestants will be thinking there could be a Secret Traitor, even if there's not. But yeah, maybe he could be a contender for that.
Could have been a contender.
But yeah, I want Hannah Fry to win. How she does it, I don't know. But she's my number one.
Cheat and
one.
steal, that's how Hannah Fry will do
Maybe
it.
Miranda Hart as well.
So who are your three traitors then you think will be the three traitors?
Right, Hannah Fry,
Hannah Fry, yeah.
Joe Lycett,
Yeah.
and someone random like James Blunt.
Yeah, I wonder if James Blunt would be a traitor, actually.
Something like that.
Because I think he'd be a really cheeky one. He'd be quite funny. I can't remember who I said my three now, but I remember one of them being Richard E. Grant, and he's basically the head. He's 100%. I hope he's a traitor. I really hope he's a traitor. Yeah, no, look. It genuinely
Exciting.
makes me excited about the new series of The Traitors. Coming in autumn, so it's still way time to go.
I know. I wonder if there was going to be a leak and the Studio Lambert or BBC have been like, right, we're announcing it, because it was very sort of sudden. They announced it this morning.
I'm wondering if it's they're basically going into production this week, and so they thought, right, if we don't get it out now, it's going to get leaked.
I mean, they kept it secret last time. They had loads of like security, and there was like no drones were allowed in like a 10-mile raid. Like all sorts were going on last year to keep it secret.
I don't think there's any point keeping it secret, to be honest with you. I think that this literally has stoked the fire, and I you know,
And
obviously,
because it's only like a 2-week filming, you can't really be like, well, Bella Ramsey's commented on Instagram recently. Like, there's such a short window that you can't tell who's gone early, who's left late, sort of thing.
I'm disappointed James O'Brien isn't on there. I still wish and hope he's on there. Letitia Dean, as always, disappointed
Series
not to
3.
see her name. Still got Series 3. But is there any names that you're disappointed not to see there? French and Saunders?
Yeah, French and Saunders keep being teased, and it's like, well, they might as well do it, but they've got Robin Romesh instead.
I thought they might got Lenny Henry. I really did think they might have got Lenny Henry this year, because he's kind of stepped down from his duties from Comic Relief. And he's doing a lot of acting roles. I don't know if he's still got his Holiday Inn gig or whatever he does, like when he advertises that hotel chain.
Be nice.
But I must say, I'm surprised not to see, like, for lack of a better term, please don't come at me, an old school comedian like Adrian Edmondson. I thought Adrian Edmondson might be a good
He could do it
well.
with Jennifer.
I was going to say yes. Don't
Jennifer
say Rick Mail,
Saunders.
because
No.
that'd be very difficult.
Yes,
Or
but
Alexi
his
Sale.
wife.
I thought Alexi Sale might be a good name. He's a comedian from that era too. I thought he'd be a good name as well to
Don't
get
know who
in
that
there.
is. So.
But yeah, so basically a comedian from that era, like the 80s. I'm surprised not to see one of them.
Well, you know what? We need to know what people listening think, what they think of this cast. Who's going to be traitor? Who's going to be faithful?
Yes.
Who's going to do well? Who's not going to do well? Who are you surprised not to see? Let us know all these things so we can read them all out when we start covering this again in the
Definitely.
autumn.
We might do a follow-up podcast on this with just people's comments. Who knows? So yeah, let us know. Definitely let us know of the people who are in the show who you think would guarantee traitors and why you think they'll be good traitors. And like Ben said, anyone who's missing from the list, you wish they were there. Go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. On there, you can find all the links to how you can watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps. If you are watching us on YouTube or Spotify, you can comment underneath the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us. If you are listening to us, don't forget to also follow us and subscribe. We do loads of podcasts, not just this. We do television podcasts and loads of TV shows we cover. So if you follow us, you'll never be disappointed. There's always something there.
There is. There's always something for you.
And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, you go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation.
Lovely. So we will see you all again soon. Until then, stay faithful. Goodbye.